How do you treat your employer? Yep, you heard me right. How do you treat your employer? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Life Notes for 24 July 2023. Man, this month is zipping by. My birthday's only a week away. Anyway, so we're going to talk about how do you treat your employer? And I know we hear all kinds of stuff about from the media. Oh, this employer did this and things aren't right on this job, and oh, the employees are working in horrible conditions and blah blah blah. Probably about 15% of what you hear on the news is actually valid. I get really tired of listening to that mess. The employer's at fault. Well, no, the employer is not always at fault. And the employees are not always at fault. So this is why we're talking. Anyway, go to my website, www.patreon.com/a step above. Become a platinum member. Yep, a platinum member. And as a platinum member, for $20 a month, you get 5 decades of all of these seminars, conferences, workshops, books I've read, videos I've seen, audios I've listened to, tons of information that I have spent tens of thousands of dollars acquiring, learning, sitting through, so that I can become better at what I do. And I suggest that you do the same. Find good books to read, invest in yourself, and become a platinum member. You will become better. And I know we can't give guarantees, but if you follow my recommendations, get my newsletters each week, you can 10x your income in 14 to 18 months. Fact. Okay, let's move on. I've been an employee, I've been an employer, I've been a manager, I've been a business owner, I have been an investor in companies. It's dismaying just to hear the baloney that the news media puts out because they want sensationalism. They don't care about our economy. They don't care about the American work ethic. All they care about is sensationalism. I haven't listened to the news 6 times in, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. It's a waste of time to listen to. They don't tell the truth. They don't give you the facts. They skew everything that's said. I would rather get my information, research it myself, and find out what's really going on, what really happened. Then I can make an intelligent decision. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. So, first realize that the employer, the company, it's not some nebulous, unfilling lump of brick and mortar. The company was started by real people that had real ambitions, that really wanted to accomplish something, to leave a legacy for their family, to make society better, to do better things. Companies aren't started to make things horrible. Companies have to make a profit to pay the salaries of the people. So morons that believe in communism and socialism, go over there and live for a while and see see how you like it. I have talked to people from there. You won't like it. Or maybe you might. I don't know. But anyway, just because you don't like a certain policy or program or some issue with the company does not make the company bad. It's just you on that particular issue don't agree with the company. That's okay. This is America. You can have disagreement, but don't badmouth the company. When you approach your job negatively, it impacts every area of your life. Home, family, organizations you belong to, friends, neighbors. It's incredible how it impacts you. And it impacts your health. Oh boy, it's hard to tell you all the research that I have done in this area. Do not, for your own sake and for your family's sake, ever cut down your company. It affects you financially also. Not that the company would find out about it. It affects you mentally and emotionally. It's amazing how things are interconnected. Anyone can find something to complain about. Gripe, moan, whatever. However, I have found in my over 5 decades of working life and all the positions that I've had, these complainers and moaners seldom, if ever, offer viable solutions or even hint at wanting to give a solution. They just want to complain and gripe and moan. My mother used to say, if you can't find something good to say about somebody, don't say anything. Boy, that was really good advice. So I've written down 4 things I'd like y'all to do. Assess your attitude toward yourself, your company, your fellow employees, toward the mission of the company. Note any negative feelings. If you have negative feelings, that's okay. You need to make a note. Write it out, what your negative feelings are. In what ways does your thinking need to change? Are you in alliance and agreement with the company's mission statement, or do you need to look elsewhere? Only you know. Start acting as you would if everything were going perfectly. So when you're at work, or maybe you work from home, think about, if, man, this is the perfect job. Everything's going just like I want to. I love what I'm doing. That creates a release of different hormones and things, and you will find this doesn't make the company right in the things that you're disagreeing with it, but you will find that you will come up with solutions to fix that issue. I found that true over all of my years of working. So when I worked with companies and I disagreed with them on certain policies, I looked positively at the company. I said, this is a great company. I'm making good money. I have fantastic benefits. I enjoy most of the people with whom I work. I've got this one issue that's really bugging me. What should I do? Okay. Actually, when I was home in some of my relaxed time, I would think, why does that issue bug me? What is it about that coworker that really grates on me? And I would find that over 90% of the time, most of the issues were solvable. And some coworkers that I didn't get along with, when I started looking at what was really going on, became great friends. It was very interesting, and it was eye-opening to me way back those years ago when I first started doing this, because I found that as I looked for a positive view of whatever was going on, solutions would just drop into my mind. They would just drop into my mind. So I encourage you, speak positive about your company. Do your best on the job that you do. Try and find ways to make the company better. And if you are having issues with other people in the company, when you're not around anybody, assess truthfully, be truthful with yourself. What is the real issue? What is really going on? Could you be part of the issue because of an attitude that, or a belief, or some way that you think and they aren't thinking the way you think? That's okay. This is America. You can think. You're an individual. You have the right to think like you want to think. However, I've looked at things that people that were totally different than me. When I was in the Navy, I have someone I consider a friend. He was a communist. This is a long time ago. It was in the 60s and 70s. I said, man, why'd you join the Navy if you're a communist? And he said, well, I watched my draft notification coming up, and I didn't want to be drafted into the Army and have to go to Vietnam, so I joined the Navy. And he was really good at his job. I said, so why do you feel your views pertaining to America and communism, what's causing those views? And we discussed stuff. We were friends. We became better friends as we discussed things. I didn't change his mind. He didn't change my mind. However, we discussed things and we became friends. So sometimes you'll find that just because you disagree with somebody or your belief system is not the same as theirs, it's really irrelevant. What's important is, how do you get along with that person? How do you relate to each other? And how you interact socially and on the job. All right, that's it for this week. See you guys next time. Well, I hope I'll see you next time, because if all goes well, we will.